While the world has made great progress in reducing poverty over the years, the 2020 pandemic increased the number of people living in poverty to over 700 million. Millions of people have been struggling with poverty for decades. In reality, according to statistics, there will still be about 547 million people living in poverty in 2030 despite international efforts and sustainable targets to reduce it. Therefore, it is crucial to constantly raise awareness of nations that are experiencing extreme poverty. Here are the world's 10 poorest countries in 2022 based upon their 2020 gross national income (GNI) per capita in current US dollar. 10. Niger, GNI, $540. With more than 10 million people living in extreme poverty in Niger, the country is facing even more distress with refugees coming from Nigeria and Mali. Inflation is also an issue in the country and is pushing even more people below the poverty line. 9. Liberia, GNI, $530. In Liberia, around 50.9% of the population lives in extreme poverty, which accounts for about 2.3 million Liberians. It is also reported that more people are at threat of poverty due to inflation in the ongoing aftermath of the pandemic. 8. Central African Republic, GNI, $510. Even though the Central African Republic is considered to be rich in natural resources, the country is still recovering from the aftermath of the 2013 political turmoil. The lack of stability has pushed 71% of the population under the international poverty line and left around 613,114 refugees. Eritrea, GNI, $510. With inequality still prevalent in Eritrea, it is reported that female-headed houses are usually the poorest. The report also highlights that 53% of Eritreans live under the poverty line. 6. Afghanistan, GNI, $500. The intense summer heat and drought earlier this year has made the situation even worse for Afghanistan, which was already suffering from extreme poverty. Around 3 million children are at risk of malnutrition and 70% of families are unable to afford basic needs. 5. Sierra Leone, GNI, $490. In 2018, there were around 4.3 million people living under the national poverty line, in which 60% of the rural population is living in poverty, whereas only 20% of the urban population is considered poor. 4. Madagascar, GNI, $480. Residents of Madagascar are facing serious levels of poverty in which 3/4 of its population lives beneath the international poverty line. Not only that, but more than 80% of children living there live in extreme poverty. 3. Mozambique, GNI, $460. With 70% of its population living in poverty, Mozambique is facing extreme poverty that is killing many. In fact, it is reported that around 43% of children under 5 suffer from malnutrition, and 45% of deaths in children are due to malnutrition. 2. Somalia, GNI, $310. One of the poorest countries in sub-Saharan Africa, not only is Somalia facing extreme poverty but is also seeing an increase in terror attack. This is limiting the government's ability to carry out development policies to help reduce. 1. Burundi, GNI, $270. It is reported that 73% of Burundi's population is living in poverty, making the country the poorest country in the world.